My dear child, I speak gently to the depths of your being, where your silent prayers rise like whispers in the night, and your heart trembles with questions of belonging. Listen to the stillness inside your soul, for I am there, waiting to comfort every hidden worry, every fear that seeks to overshadow the hope I have placed within you. From before your first breath, I have seen the shape of your essence, the unique echoes of your laughter, and the silent tears you have shed when you thought no one could see. Even in those moments when you felt most alone, my presence was wrapped around you, holding you with a boundless tenderness that no earthly measure can contain. I have walked beside you in your struggles. I have known your pains, your losses, and your silent yearnings. Even when the world felt harsh, I stood by you, watching over your restless spirit with compassion and grace. I invite you now to lean in closer, to hear the assurance that I offer without reservation. You are my beloved child, crafted in love, sustained by mercy, and set apart for a purpose that extends beyond the horizon of your current understanding. Every twist and turn of your journey has meaning. Every lesson you learn, every tear you shed, shapes your heart in ways that bring you nearer to my truth. You have questioned your worth and wondered if your life holds significance. I tell you it does, for I do not create aimlessly. I breathe life into what I cherish, and I cherish you more than you can fathom. When you feel the weight of this world pressing against your shoulders, remember that I have overcome all shadows, all turmoil, all fear. Though storms rage and the seas of uncertainty roar, nothing can sever the bond I share with you. My promise transcends circumstances and is anchored in a love that neither fails nor falters. In your confusion, I am clarity. In your sorrow, I am comfort. In your defeat, I am the hand that gently lifts you up, reminding you that your story is far from over. When the voices around you claim you are unworthy, I sing a different melody of grace and acceptance, revealing that you are precious in my sight. Come now, pour out the burdens that lie heavy on your heart. Offer them freely, for I already see them. There is no shame so dark that my light cannot pierce it, no wound so deep that my love cannot heal it. Let your tears become prayers of release, for I treasure your honesty more than any hollow display of strength. Let go of the need to prove yourself worthy. In my eyes, you have always been worthy because I have called you into being. I knit you together with intricate design, bestowing upon you a blend of gifts, talents, and dreams that reflect the beauty of creation itself. Sit in this sacred silence with me and open the locked doors of your soul. Step out from behind the walls you have built to protect yourself from further hurt. I know every scar, every hidden disappointment, and every desperate longing to be loved and appreciated. In my presence, you need not hide who you are. Instead, bring all of it, the shadows, the doubts, the anger, the regret, into my light. When you lay these burdens before me, you will discover a peace that defies explanation. This peace is not the absence of struggle, but the certainty that I am with you, even in the midst of the fiercest battles. Feel my comforting arms enveloping you when you tremble, wondering if life has any meaning. I assure you it does. I planted you in this world, in this time, for a reason that is woven into the tapestry of existence. Your story plays a role in my grand design, a narrative that stretches far beyond the present moment. When you question whether your voice matters, know that I have entrusted you with a message of compassion and hope, a reflection of my heart for humanity. Even the smallest acts of kindness and generosity create ripples that touch countless lives in ways you may never see. Your kindness is a fragrant offering, pleasing to me, and it draws you closer to the purpose for which you were created. Come to me in your weariness, in your frustration when doors close and you do not understand why. Let me guide you through the labyrinth of choices and circumstances. I open doors that no one else can open, and I close the ones that would lead you astray. Trust that my timing is perfect, even when it does not align with your immediate desires. I am not slow to fulfill my promises. I am patient, wanting you to grow in wisdom and faith so that when blessings unfold, you can receive them with gratitude and grace. Remember the times in your past when hope seemed lost, yet resolution came in ways you never anticipated. My goodness has not changed. It remains steadfast through every season of your life. Lay down your fears about tomorrow, the anxieties that gnaw at your peace, the haunting questions about your future. Place them in my hands, for my hands are strong and gentle, capable of shaping mountains, and yet tender enough to cradle a wounded heart. I whisper reassurance into the quiet corners of your mind. I am the one who provides, the one who heals, the one who sees beyond the limitations of the present. If you trust in my guidance, you will find that even obstacles can serve as stepping stones toward a deeper faith and a more compassionate heart. The very trials that once threatened to break you can become testimonies of resilience, shining examples of how my power is made perfect in your weakness. If you have stumbled, if you have made choices that weigh on your conscience, know that my forgiveness is more abundant than the vast oceans. My mercy is renewed each day like the sunrise, and I do not tire of offering second chances. I do not define you by your failures, but by the promise of who you can become when you lean on me. Guilt and shame do not come from me. They are burdens of the past that I long to remove. Let go of them, for I have already provided the means for your cleansing and restoration. Stand in the knowledge that you are pardoned, that your slate is washed clean, and that a bright path lies ahead. Even the mistakes that once filled you with regret can be transformed into learning experiences, deep wells of empathy that equip you to help those who wrestle with similar pitfalls. Rest now in the warmth of my presence and breathe in the certainty of my unwavering affection. Even as the world shifts and changes, my love remains constant, an anchor for your soul that will keep you from drifting into despair. Do not allow fleeting disappointments or the negativity of others to define your worth or derail your mission. Draw near to me, for I am the steady compass that points you toward a future defined by hope. Though adversity may still appear, it will not consume you. Though darkness lingers at times, my light forever shines brighter, illuminating the path for those who call upon my name. Look beyond your own needs for a moment and consider those around you. I have placed compassion in your heart, a gentle urging to notice the hurting, the lonely, the forgotten. Extend your hand to them just as I have extended mine to you. Let your life mirror my kindness, and watch as hearts soften, walls crumble, and trust is rebuilt. When you share my love, you become a vessel through which my healing flows into the world. You may not see immediate results, but do not lose heart. Seeds planted in faith often grow in secret, emerging when the season is right. Your compassion and empathy, guided by my spirit, have the power to mend deep wounds. By your example, others will come to know that I am not distant or condemning, but ever near, ready to save and restore. At times you may feel unworthy of carrying such a profound message. You may doubt your courage or your ability to speak words that truly reflect my heart. Do not underestimate the power of sincerity. When you speak from a heart filled with genuine love, my voice resonates through yours, and your words become living echoes of my grace. Even the simplest statement, when spoken with authenticity, can pierce through the hardest defenses. Do not fixate on perfection. Look instead at your willingness to obey my prompting. I cherish your willingness more than any polished performance, for it shows a trusting spirit, humble enough to let me work through your imperfections. As you journey onward, you will confront choices that test your resolve. The whisper of temptation may beckon you toward paths that promise immediate gratification, but ultimately sow restlessness and regret. Tune your ear to my guidance, for I am the voice of wisdom, gently reminding you that true fulfillment arises from a heart aligned with my will. You are never beyond my reach if you stray. I am the shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one who is lost. When you wander, my heart aches for you, and I wait eagerly for your return, ready to celebrate your homecoming. There is no sin or failure I cannot forgive, no distance too great for my mercy to travel. Simply turn your gaze back to me, and I will run to embrace you with unyielding delight. Remember those moments when life startled you with unforeseen blessings, when prayers you had all but forgotten to speak were answered in unexpected ways. Those glimpses of my provision and love are reminders that I have not left your side. In your darkest hours, reflect upon them. Let them be like stars guiding your weary soul. My faithfulness does not ebb and flow with circumstance. It remains constant, an unbreakable cord that secures you to hope. Each breath you draw confirms that your story continues, that I am still painting the canvas of your life with vibrant strokes of purpose and possibility. Allow your heart to brim with gratitude, for gratitude ushers you into a deeper awareness of my goodness. When you adopt a posture of thanksgiving, even in trials, you align your spirit with my perspective, recognizing that no difficulty is insurmountable when we walk together. It is through this perspective that you find the strength to press forward. not as one weighed down by adversity, but as one who sees beyond the immediate challenges to the promises that shine in the distance. This is not naive optimism, it is the essence of faith, the unshakable trust that I am working all things for your good. You may feel small in a vast world that often moves too fast, but your life is significant, your voice vital, and your presence on this earth a testament to my handiwork. Though you may not meet every expectation set by others, you do not exist to live according to their standards. Lift your head and look to me, for I see you as you truly are, a cherished soul with immeasurable worth. I see the potential within you that transcends all labels, accomplishments, and failures. My child, you are defined by my love, not by the fleeting opinions of others. When your heart aches for answers to painful questions, do not be afraid to bring them to me. I am not threatened by your doubts or your cries for clarity. It is often through the honest cry of the soul that my healing presence is felt most profoundly. You may not always receive the resolution you seek in the way you imagine, but I will provide the comfort and wisdom you need to persevere. I do not delight in your suffering. I grieve with you in your sorrow. Yet in the midst of grief I can weave redemption, transforming heartbreak into a deeper empathy, a deeper connection to the shared pains of humanity. Through your openness to my healing touch, you become an instrument of solace, pointing others toward the light that does not fade. Open your spirit to the possibility of miracles, both large and small. The greatest wonders are not always accompanied by spectacle. Sometimes they appear in the quiet assurance that all will be well, in the spontaneous act of generosity, in the sudden lifting of a heavy heart. Even as you hope for my intervention in dramatic ways, understand that my hand moves steadily through every day of your life, orchestrating encounters and blessings that may seem ordinary at first glance. Quiet your mind and observe the world with eyes of faith, and you will see my fingerprints on the smallest mercies, the most unassuming gestures of kindness, the gentle signs that I am nearer than your next breath. I love to see you using your gifts to create beauty and goodness. Whatever form your gifts take, whether through words, music, art, service, or acts of compassion, know that I take delight in how you reflect my creativity. Creation itself is an ongoing symphony, and each note you add, no matter how simple, enriches the melody. Your talent is not a coincidence, it is part of my design, a spark of my divine essence that I have placed within you. Use it with humility and joy, for in doing so, you touch hearts in ways logic alone cannot. Your sincere expressions of beauty testify to the deeper truths that words alone might struggle to convey. You do not walk this path alone, even if at times your soul feels isolated. I have surrounded you with the potential for community, with opportunities to connect to others whose stories and journeys intersect with yours. Seek them out, not just in times of need, but also in times of celebration. For joy shared is multiplied, and sorrow shared is halved. Support one another, love each other, and reveal my heart through genuine fellowship. Let compassion be your guide in building relationships, understanding that each person you meet is also navigating struggles, carrying hopes, dreams, and fears. Together, you become living testimonies of my grace, creating an environment where all can grow and find rest. Never doubt that my power is at work, even in the hidden corners of life. The seeds you plant in faith, the prayers you utter with sincerity, the acts of kindness you perform without seeking recognition, these do not vanish into emptiness. I gather them all, weaving them into my grand story of redemption, into the grand tapestry of human history where no thread is wasted. Even your tears shed in silence carry precious weight before me, becoming catalysts for transformation you might not immediately comprehend. You are never unseen, your efforts never overlooked, for I am the one who perceives even the smallest sacrifice of love. Take courage, dear one, when the road ahead appears uncertain. My presence is not confined by time or space, and my faithfulness does not hinge on external evidence. In the quiet chambers of your heart, my spirit reminds you that the path of faith often involves stepping beyond the familiar. You may not have all the answers you crave, but cling to the truth that I hold you firmly. My hand is a shelter of stability when your own strength is insufficient. Fear not the unknown. Let each step be guided by my counsel, and let your trust be anchored in the knowledge that I am good. No challenge or obstacle can surpass the vastness of my wisdom. Look back upon your life and recall instances when my grace intervened unexpectedly. Perhaps it was a moment of clarity in chaos, a friend's timely encouragement, or a door opening when you were close to despair. Allow these memories to rekindle the flame of hope in your heart whenever you wonder if I am still active in your life. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and my love for you endures without condition. Even when you waver or falter in your devotion, my arms remain open, beckoning you to return, to rediscover the warmth of my embrace. Embrace the transformative power of forgiveness. Release the burden of resentment that clings to your spirit, for holding on to bitterness only festers into pain that poisons your heart. By forgiving, you do not excuse wrongdoings or diminish the reality of hurt, but you free yourself from chains that keep you bound to the past. Trust me to bring about justice and restoration in my own way and time. In forgiveness, you reflect my heart of mercy. You display a profound act of faith, affirming that I am the ultimate healer of all wounds. Let go of the anger that tears at your soul, and let my love flood the empty spaces left behind, filling them with compassion and understanding. Speak to me in your honest prayers and know that you do not need ornate language or elaborate ceremony to reach my heart. Your simplest plea, your most unpolished words, when spoken with sincerity, resonate with me. Prayer is not a ritual to appease a distant deity. It is communion between a loving father and a cherished child. Be transparent with your doubts, your fears, and your desires. Talk to me as you would to a trusted friend who knows every part of you. As you open your heart to me, I will respond, often in the quiet places, through gentle promptings, or through opportunities that align with what you truly need. Learn to be still in my presence. Turn off the clamor of a world that idolizes busyness and listen for the soft voice of my spirit. In that sacred stillness, I will meet you, infusing your mind with wisdom and your heart with peace. This is not idle inactivity, but a state of holy receptivity, where your spirit becomes attuned to my leading. I will guide your thoughts, temper your anxieties, and impart revelations of hope that surpass what you can see. In the hush of surrendered attention, you will find that the concerns which once felt insurmountable begin to diminish in the light of my sovereignty. Though you may stumble, remember that a stumble is not a dead end. I see beyond each misstep to the potential for growth, the humility that draws you closer to true understanding. You are learning each day to rely more on me, to trust my perspective over your own limited view. This process can be uncomfortable, yet it shapes you into the compassionate, loving soul you were meant to be. Your empathy deepens as you realize your own dependence on my mercy. When you encounter others who struggle, you can offer them a lifeline of kindness, born from your own experiences of being saved from despair. In this way, your life becomes an unfolding testimony of my sustaining grace. Carry this truth in your heart. I am intimately concerned with every aspect of your being. There is no aspiration of yours too small, no concern too trivial, that it would escape my notice. Like a parent who delights in each new discovery a child makes, I watch over your growth with celebration and patience. I long to see your faith become not just a set of beliefs, but a living, breathing part of who you are, influencing how you see the world, how you love others, and how you make decisions. The deeper your roots sink into my love, the more resilient you become against the storms that inevitably arise. If you hear voices of condemnation telling you that you are beyond redemption, recognize them for the lies they are. My forgiveness is wide, my compassion boundless, and my grace everlasting. I do not cast out those who earnestly seek me. I stand with arms wide open, ready to mend what is broken, to resurrect what seemed dead, to redeem what was lost. My truth declares that no soul is unreachable, no chain unbreakable, no darkness unshakable when confronted by the power of my light. Allow this certainty to banish the shadows of shame, and realize that I do not delight in your suffering, but in your freedom and restoration. I urge you to guard your mind and heart. In a world teeming with distractions and negative influences, be vigilant about what you allow to take root in your spirit. Nourish yourself with reminders of my faithfulness, through prayer, through reflections, through uplifting fellowship with those who seek me wholeheartedly. When darkness tries to invade, when confusion clouds your judgment, turn swiftly to me, for I am a fortress of clarity and protection. Let your heart dwell on what is noble, what is pure, what is lovely, and what glorifies the deeper truth of my love. In so doing, You align your life with a perspective that sees possibilities instead of limitations. Each day is an invitation to walk in greater harmony with my spirit. I supply new mercy with every sunrise, a fresh start untainted by the regrets of yesterday. As you rise, speak gratitude for the breath in your lungs, for the heartbeat that sustains your life, and for the opportunities that await you. Seek my guidance before you step into the world's hustle. This posture of dependence is not weakness. It is the mark of a heart that recognizes the source of all wisdom and strength. Walk onward with the assurance that my spirit accompanies you, not only to shield you from harm, but also to prompt you towards acts of kindness and truth that reflect my character. When fatigue settles in, threatening to dull your hope, remember that you are not alone. Call upon me, and I will renew your strength like the eagles. Let each moment of struggle become a classroom where you learn perseverance, and let each instance of grace shape you into a living testimony of my unfailing love. You are not designed to carry every burden alone. When you feel overwhelmed, cast your anxieties upon me. I am not a distant observer. I am an ever-present companion who delights in sharing the weight of your troubles. Trust that I will give you rest, that I will lead you to still waters where your soul can be refreshed. Open your eyes to the wonder that surrounds you, the brilliance of a sunrise, the laughter of a child, the gentle rustling of leaves in the breeze. These simple yet profound glimpses of beauty are reflections of my character. They serve as daily love letters, reminding you that I am an artist who finds joy in creating magnificence for you to behold. Let these reminders anchor you to the truth that my goodness permeates creation. Even amidst pain and confusion, wonders abound, testifying to a divine hand that orchestrates a symphony of life. Let this realization fill you with thankfulness and reverence, drawing you into deeper communion with me. Do not fear vulnerability. It is through vulnerability that you form the strongest connections with others and with me. There is no need to pretend in my presence. Let your tears flow. Let your questions spill forth. I do not shrink from your rawness. I accept you wholly, cherishing your authenticity. The path to wholeness often involves navigating the darkness within, confronting the parts of yourself you have tried to hide. Yet in that brokenness, my light shines with restorative power. I can mend the fragments of your heart, piecing them together into something even more resilient and refined. I invite you to a deeper level of faith, one that extends beyond mere intellectual agreement and becomes a transformative encounter with my spirit. Let this faith inform your choices, guiding how you treat others, how you speak, how you navigate every crossroad. True faith is alive and active, illuminating your path and fueling acts of love. When doubts arise, and they inevitably will, bring them before me. In your humility, seek understanding, and I will provide the clarity and reassurance you need, often in the most unexpected ways. Do not feel ashamed of wrestling with uncertainties. It is in wrestling that your convictions deepen and your dependence on me becomes more authentic. Consider the power of hope, a radiant light that pierces even the thickest gloom. Hope is not naive. It is a refusal to succumb to despair, a decision to believe that I remain at work regardless of how circumstances appear. Nurture hope by recalling my promises, by reflecting on past victories, by sharing your burdens with fellow sojourners who also lean on me. Hope renews the spirit and stirs within you the courage to face challenges with grace. It is a steadfast anchor, rooting you in my unwavering love so that the storms of life cannot sweep you away. If you find yourself hesitant to dream or plan because of past disappointments, remember that I am in the business of making all things new. Disappointments are not permanent verdicts on your destiny. They are signposts showing where you might learn, adapt, and grow. Trust me enough to dream again, to love again, to venture forward. Let perseverance have its full effect, shaping you into a vessel of compassion and wisdom. I see the potential for growth hidden within each setback. Surrender your timeline to me, confident that I do not withhold what is truly beneficial for you. My beloved child, your heart, though fragile, is a treasure of immeasurable worth. Guard it carefully, for from it flow the currents of life itself. Allow my words to be your guide, a constant reminder of who you are in my eyes. You were made for more than mere survival. You were fashioned to flourish, to reflect my glory in every season. Take delight in the journey, even when the path is winding, for I walk every step beside you. Breathe in the truth that my love is your ever-present companion, unwavering and eternal, a love that knows no bounds. Now, I invite you to embrace a spiritual renewal, a rekindling of the flame that might have dimmed through hardship or neglect. Turn your gaze fully toward me. Let your heart be cleansed of despair, your mind freed from confusion, your spirit awakened to a deeper connection with my presence. Release the burdens of yesterday. Lay them down at my feet and step into the gift of this moment with expectant hope. As you do, you will sense the fullness of joy I long to pour into the vessel of your soul, joy that remains steadfast regardless of external factors. You will find yourself clothed in dignity and strength, empowered to face whatever lies ahead with courage and grace. Yes, I call you to a new chapter, a renewed declaration of faith and hope. Trust in the promise that my grace is sufficient, that my power is made perfect in weakness. Stand upon this foundation and watch as the shadows flee from the brilliance of my light. You are not bound by the past or by the lies of insignificance. You are held securely in my everlasting arms, chosen and cherished, with a purpose that stretches beyond the boundaries of your imagination. Know, in the deepest fibers of your being, that I am for you and not against you. I am the one who loves without condition, who lifts you up when you can no longer stand, who speaks life into the very bones of your existence. Come to me in all your vulnerability, all your hopes and fears, and let me weave every strand of your story into a tapestry of redemption that glorifies the inexhaustible beauty of my love. I love you with an eternal love that will never diminish, a love that knows every corner of your heart and delights in you still. My love is the light that leads you, the shield that protects you, the warmth that cradles you when the night grows cold. You are my beloved now and always. Take heart, for I am with you until the end of the age and beyond. Let your soul rest in this truth. You are mine, and nothing in heaven or on earth can ever change that reality. I speak to you now and forever, and I will continue to speak, whispering hope into your longing, breathing life into every promise, and accompanying you through every valley and over every mountaintop. Receive my love, let it transform you, and walk forward as a living testament to the depths of my grace. Amen.
When the mountains rise before you, higher than your sight, when the night feels never ending, drowning out the light, lift your eyes and hear me whisper, child, don't be afraid, for I hold the stars in motion, and I will make a way. Nothing is impossible for the one who reigns. Every storm must bow before my power and my name. Chains will break, the dead will rise, the blind will see again. Nothing is impossible. Trust in me, amen. When your heart is filled with questions, drowning in the doubt, when the walls seem built around you, holding hope locked out, know that I am still the promise, I am still the light, and the grave cannot contain me. I have won the fight. Nothing is impossible for the one who reigns. Every storm must bow before my power and my name. Chains will break, the dead will rise, the blind will see again. Nothing is impossible. Trust in me, amen, amen. I walk on waters, calm the sea. I heal the broken, set captives free. I call the lost, restore the pain. I bring new life, I break the chains. Nothing is impossible for the one who reigns. Every storm must bow before my power